it's Gabby here from OCPT, and I'm going to show you an at-home routine you can do to help manage new onset or acute low back pain. Welcome to my home. I'm showing you here so you can know what to use when you're at your home to help with this routine as opposed to in the clinic. So I have my yoga mat, my ottoman, my couch. I also have a short foam roller, but you can also use a yoga block or a pillow if you don't have one of these. And then I have a belt here, but you can use a yoga strap, a rope or a scarf, or anything like long so you can tie around your legs. Alright, so the first thing you're going to do is you want to find something or a surface where you can have 90 degrees between your knee and your hip. For me, my ottoman is too short, so I'm going to use the couch. I'm going to get up nice and close so my legs can be supported. And I lay flat on my back, my hands out to the side. Letting my legs just take the weight of the couch, let my legs rest to the couch, and letting my low back relax. Really focus on breathing, nice deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth, getting a nice big inhale, letting the rib cage open up, the tummy expand, letting my chest be the last thing to rise. And then a nice full exhale, help the body relax. So the rib cage drops, belly button comes in. You're going to focus on that breathing and just resting here for 5 minutes. Letting your low back and body relax into the floor. Being heavy in the surface, right? If you're in pain, it's hard to relax and let your body settle, so this is the time to do that. So after you've been here for about 5 minutes, you're going to take your yoga block or your foam roller, you're going to put it over your head just like so your arms can reach. Okay, and then you're going to bring your arms up above your chest, drop it down, press into your foam roller, your yoga block, or your pillow for about 5 seconds, and then come back up. A lot of us, when we bring our arms overhead, we flare our rib cage or arch our low back. So just try not to let that happen. You know, you don't have to tighten your core super tight. Really think about having a tight contraction. Just don't let your body compensate for the movement of your shoulders. We're going to do 10 repetitions of these, again, pressing in for about 5 seconds. And then coming out. Don't forget about your breath, just because now you're doing an activity, you don't want to be holding your breath. Holding your breath creates tension through your body, not helping it relax right now. After 10 of those, you're going to take your prop, you're going to put it between your shins and your knees at your thighs here. Arms again down to your side, let your back settle into the ground. Then you're going to squeeze for 5 seconds and then relax. Squeeze for 5 seconds and then relax. We're going to do 10 of these. Now you don't want this squeeze to be as hard as you can. but just a little bit of pressure and a little bit of relaxing. Help engage your pelvic floor muscles and your inner thighs, taking the pressure off your low back. And again, keeping a nice steady breath, still focusing on the full exhalation, keeping your lungs working deeply. Again, not holding your breath, keeping tension through your body, but letting it go. Good. After 10 of those, you're going to take your belt prop. And you're going to hook it around your thighs, just above your knee. And you want your legs hip distance, so your knees in line with your hip. And the band just tight enough to keep your legs there so it's not super tight where your legs are together, but nice natural alignment. Arms out to your side again. Now you're going to press out into the belt for 5 seconds and then relax a little, press out, relax a little. We're going to go for 10 again. Again, letting your back settle into the floor. Not a maximal contraction, not trying to break the band. If you have pain, increase in pain with any of these, just try backing off the contraction first before stopping the activity or the exercise. These muscle contractions are used to help relax the muscles so they actually decrease in pain. Sometimes you have to work through it a little bit first or modify so you can get through it. Again, letting your low back settle into the floor, not a lot of work there. Using your outer thighs and hips. Good. After 10, we'll take that off. Now, if you still feel like there's a lot of pressure or pain in your low back, you're more than welcome to stay in the static back position for longer as needed, but if you're feeling pretty good, we're going to continue working on some mobility and stretches. So back yourself away from whatever your legs are on, come down, roll onto your side, and come up. So the next little bit we're going to do sitting, and I'm going to use my ottoman for this, but you can use a dining room chair, coffee table, your couch, as long as it's supportive and you don't fall too far back in the couch. You're going to sit on the ottoman. You want your shoulders and hips in a nice line and just relax through your spine. You don't want to be sitting up too tall where you're arching, and you don't want to be slouched back like this. So nice alignment, just easy posture. And then you want your knees and feet and hips to be square with each other, looking straight on, so no knees in, like that, and you don't want to be there either. You're going to take your foam roller or yoga block again, place it in between your thighs, find your easy sitting, let your tummy relax. We're not really holding in nice and tight, just relaxing through here, and then again you're going to squeeze the foam roller in for 5 seconds, let it out a little bit. We're going to go for 10 repetitions. This is again to help turn on those inner thigh muscles, wake up the pelvic floor so you have a nice solid base under your pelvis and your low back. not relying on everything through here to give you good posture and keep you upright. Get it? On your last one, now just keep a little tension on the foam roller block, but not squeezing as hard as you can. Not like that contraction squeeze, just a little. And then you're gonna raise up your heels. Heels go straight up. You don't lean back. As they come up, you're just moving through your ankles. Coming down, nice and steady. We're gonna do 20. Keep breathing naturally. Don't be holding your breath now that you're doing a different exercise. I'm gonna wake up those ankles and calf muscles, especially if you're someone that sits a lot during the day. Good. Then we're going to take our belt again, hook it around to the outside of our legs. Again, keeping that same alignment as you had when you were laying on the floor on the couch. Knees, hips, ankles in a nice line, about hip distance, not super tight, not too flared out. Find your posture again. Again, let your tummy relax into your pelvic floor. And then you're going to press outward on the strap. We're going to go for 10. About a 5-second hold outward or against the strap. And then relax. And turning on the pelvic floor muscles, the outer thigh, hip area. Getting the muscles of your low back to relax. Okay. So that you can go ahead and take that strap off. All right. Now your back should be feeling a little looser now, so we're going to go through some different stretches that you're going to follow all that up with to help create some movement and mobility in your spine and further help open up this area. So the first one I like to go into is down dog. If you've done yoga, then you're pretty acquainted with it. But you want your hands about shoulder distance apart. Toes tucked down on your knees here. And then you're going to press up into your hands and feet. Bringing your hips to the sky. Feeling a nice stretch through the armpits maybe, if you're tight through your lats, and through the back of your legs. It's okay if you can't get your heels to the ground, your knees have to bend. As long as you're feeling a gentle stretch through the back, that's okay. Take 3 deep breaths here, really focusing on your exhale. Now after your 3rd breath, I want you to tighten your quads. It's going to intensify the stretch. It's okay, that's what we want, and then relax. Tighten the quads. Good, and then relax. We're going to do 10 total. Why I always go with about 10 repetitions is because generally that's the number of repetitions it takes for gentle exercise to fatigue the muscles in the body and they need to take a break. to reset. And it also gives enough repetitions for your body to figure out what you're asking out of it. And this contract relax is also helping in opening up the body, getting you a little bit more mobility out of the tissues rather than just holding a static stretch. Good. After 10 quad contractions, you're going to come down out of that. So, next one is one of my absolutely favorite stretches. When I've ever had any low back pain myself, this is my go-to one. So what you're gonna do, and you're gonna lay on your back again, and you're gonna go into what we call a figure 4 stretch. So one foot, ankle over the opposite thigh, above the knee. You're gonna lay back, and then if you're okay here, if you feel the stretch in your right hip, feel free to stay here for about a minute or 5 breaths. You can even intensify the stretch by pulling this leg up and hold here. It's really great to stretch for the backs of the hips. But my favorite part is setting that foot down again, grabbing your right ankle with your left hand, opening up this hand to the side, and then twisting over, bringing that foot, excuse me, Roscoe, on the ground and holding here. So with this, you really get a stretch to the outside of this right hip, sometimes up through the upper part of the psoas and then through the obliques and even into the pecs of in the chest area, depending on how tight you are through there. Again, you can hold here for time. I recommend 1 minute or 5 deep breaths, really expanding into that rib cage that you're twisting through. Work those tissues in a little bit different range of motion. You want to think as you're pulling in the ankle towards you, this knee is going away from you and you're dropping this hip kind of down to the floor. Now it's not actually happening, but you kind of want to think about that's where you want the body parts to relax into. After that, come up and switch sides. You have to move a little bit. And open up to the other side here. Again, you may feel the stretch all the way on the outside of the thigh here, just in the hip, up through here and in through the chest. Just try to relax into any areas of tension, breathe through it. Again, hold for 1 minute or 5 deep breaths. Good. So the last one I'm going to show you is used to help open up the front of the hips a little bit. I'm going to just show you on my right side because this is my tighter side. But if you notice both hips are tight, feel free to do this on both sides. This one is used a lot of times if you've been sitting for a while and then you go to stand up and you feel like the front of your hips are just tight and locked in. This is a good one to do to help open that up and then relieve all the pressure through there. So for this one, I'm going to use my ottoman and then my foam roller to help block my foot a little bit against the couch. So here's my mat, so I'm a little bit more comfy. So I'm going to show you on my left leg real quick. But this is here to block my foot from going out like so. I want to keep a nice straight alignment, but I don't want a lot of work to do that. So I'm just using the prop to block it. And I'm going to take my left leg. I'm going to prop it up on my ottoman here. And then my right leg is going to be nice and straight. Again, I'm using the couch for a little bit of a block and then the foam roller to help keep it straight. So I can just relax here. I don't have to think about a lot of work being done. Then you can even open up your arms a little bit. Breathing, relaxing, releasing tension on this right side, letting it settle into the floor. You're going to hold here for 3 minutes. Again, you can definitely do this on both sides. For me, I know I'm tighter on my right, so I'm just going to show you on this side. Okay, after laying here for a bit, after 3 minutes or once you reach like 2.5 minutes, you're gonna go into some of that contract relax of the quad again, making the stretch more active so the muscles again know how to relax and not just stay tense and tight and give you this false sense of strength. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tighten my quad down, hold for about 5 seconds, and then relax. You can do that for the remaining 30 seconds of your 3 minutes, where we'll do 10 repetitions. Good. After that, go ahead and come up. You're more than welcome to switch sides or continue to go on about your day. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel at Orange County Physical Therapy, OCPT, for more information and ways to manage low back pain or other injuries and issues you might be dealing with. You can also visit our website at ocptclinic.com if you have any other questions and want to contact us directly. Hope this video was informative for you. If you have any further questions, leave them in the comments below, and look forward to doing more content for you.